Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Greetings, Royal Queens and Kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa. Welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I will be your captain today. First and foremost, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I need you to press that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed to the show, make sure you set those notifications to all so that you don't miss any of the fire content and hot topics. And go on and press that like button while you're at it. Queens and Kings, on the agenda today, we have very much so controversial celebrity little sister of the famous group. Well, not group, but uh the Braxtons. Okay, they are a very popular family. You guys seen them on the network, the WeTV network, when they all have their show. Rest in peace to their sister. Yes. Let's take a moment of silence for her sister. All right. So let's get into it. Arrest in order. TS Madison, Kia, Kandi, Unprofessional, Clout, Tamar failed brawl at concert. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not her first go round. This is not the first time she's pulled an antic. We have a lot to get into. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Goddess Tulsa Show. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now is the time to go ahead and get ready for the show. We have some great news for you. Okay? We're going to have a great time. So I really, really, really appreciate you and your dedication to showing up. Gratitude. Don't be afraid to hit that cash app. And don't forget to smash the like button. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are definitely back and we will be giving you the hot topics this early afternoon. Okay, this midday hot topic session. And before we do, let's go ahead and get into our disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. Now that we've got that out the way, let's go ahead and let's get into Tamar Braxton and her antics, guys. I I really enjoy Tamar, don't get me wrong. I really love her survival story and, how she had come back and she's revamping herself, right? And I believe the last show that I had seen Tamar on was the celebrity. It was a celebrity house. It was with her, Dennis Rodman. It was with Stormy, the young lady that was hooked up with President Trump. And so it was a lot of house members in there. So that's why Big Brothers, I believe it was Big Brother's house, or it was something where they all had went to a house. That's the last place I saw her. And then we saw Tamar in the news with her boyfriend, um, I cannot remember his name right there, but she was in the bathtub or she had went to the hospital, and it was that whole situation going on there. Well, before all that hit the news, child, in 2018, Tamar made her debut into the headlines, and it was not so glorified, okay? So this was a bit much, and I thought that I really thought that, the young lady would pull through and just kind of like, bounce back from this whole debacle, right? So, according to the Jasmine brand, shout out to the Jasmine brand, on January the 1st of 2018, Escape tries to remove rapper Khia and TS Madison from concert. The article reads, right? Escape tries to remove Khia and TS Madison from concert. Rumor has it some drama popped off behind the scenes. At Escape's recent New Year's reportedly, Eve show, reportedly members of the group attempted to have rapper Kaya and transgender personality T.S. Madison removed from their Atlanta concert. Atlanta, okay, so Kaya and T.S. Madison host a digital show called The Queen's Court, in which they weigh in on celebrity news. Over the past few weeks, the pair have exchanged insults with Toya Wright. Toya is close with Tamika Tiny Harris, who is a member of Escape. Well, according to T.S. Madison, she and Kaya were guests of Tamar Braxton, who is currently touring with Escape. T.S. claims that the pair had planned to hit the stage with Tamar and perform. However, she says that Escape tried to get the pair removed from the concert, alleging they had weapons. Tia says that security attempted to have them removed from the venue, but Tamar's estranged husband, Vincent Herbert, intervened and stopped them from being kicked out. Tia says, okay, y'all's New Year's tea. Now, get into this because, T.S. Madison, she doesn't hold back. She says the Queen, hashtag the Queen's Court, was a guest of Tamar's show tonight. The escape cunts told security we had weapons in an attempt to get us kicked out. Then stepped in, we got dressed, and we were waiting to go on with Tamar. I'm assuming escape girls wanted us gone, and we didn't leave, so they continued to press down on Tamar, so she could not do the performance with us. So Vince asked us if we wanted to stay and watch the show, and we said no. We're not here for them O's. We're here for Tamar. And we left in our limousine that was taken care of by Tamar and Vince. So to the homosexual who fetches these hoes hair and soda pop, like I said, now your tea, like you know your status. She says, like I said, now know your tea like you know your status. Happy New Year. Now get into that. So let's just say this. So Tamar invited Kaya and TS to her show. And, they were supposed to come and perform. I'm not really sure if Tamar got clearance from Escape or whatever. And some of us, as creators, we say, you know what? I'm just going to come here. I'm going to give commentary. It's nothing personal, and let's move on without about our day, right? Well, when we do give commentary, we have to understand that individuals that watch our commentary, they feel a certain type of way if they have made it to the docket, right? Well, girl, listen here. You'd have thought that things got better for Tamar, that she would do business, a little bit better, and she would really handle things in a professional way. Well, Tamar goes on to say Kandi wears fake labels in March of this year, 2018. I mean, March 18th of 2023 to be exact. Now let's get into this. From a news outlet, Tamar Braxton confirms beef with Kandi Burruss. Their surprising feud explained. Tamar Braxton confirmed rumors of a months-long feud between her and Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candice Burruss and Todd Tucker. Find out what allegedly caused their bad blood. Now, this article was written on March the 20th of 2023. Get into this. Things are not so peachy between Kandi Burruss and Tamar Braxton. Braxton confirmed rumors of months-long feud between her and the Real Housewives of Atlanta star during a March 19th appearance on Watch What Happened Live. The All the Way Home singer subtly confirmed that she was referring to Burris and her husband, Todd Tucker, in the December 2022 Instagram post alleging a Real Housewife or a ROA star had threatened her while answering a fan's question. It really did happen. I'm not lying, Braxton explained. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that. But that ish really happened. It was not cute. Host Andy Cohen incorrectly guessed even Marcel and Drew Sidora before adding, it's not candy, prompting Braxton to smile at the camera and take a sip of her drink. While she's not elaborate, she promised Cohen, I'll tell you the story later. However, the following day, Braxton called out Burris and Tucker on social media. Y'all get into this, okay? Now, we all know that Tamar can be a little messy, you know, and just depending on how the mess is, we might just, be like, okay, sis, like, yeah, you call that out. But when sis is wrong, we definitely have to call her out. This is what Tamar says. She says, I'm done talking about it. She shared on Instagram March 20th. Obviously, it happened. Kandi wants to deflect and condone her man's behavior by calling me a victim, shaking my head. It's abusive and disrespectful, and it's never okay for a man to step to a woman. Fans don't have to agree, period, with the T. The drama between the Bravo couple and Braxton goes all the way back to October of 2022, when Burrs alleged during a House of Aaron podcast interview, shout out to House of Aaron, that former ROA producer Carlos King tried to make a biopic about her band Escape behind her back and without the group's permission. King hasn't directly responded to her claims. Braxton, who had previously toured with Burris and Escape in the past, later defended King on Dish Nation, saying, I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little like off the deep end. And then 2 months later, Braxton posted on social media in December to allege a confrontation had happened between her and a mystery Roa couple. I was threatened by a peach emoji, and they man, she wrote. Though she didn't name the alleged culprits, she added, it's beef. And it's real beef. Because your husband stepped to me. Period. Oh, you know what? Oh, jeez. Where where is that? Where is it? Oh, when it comes to Tamar, guys, it's definitely gives me this. It's like Tamar just honey, just take notes from Mariah Carey. Just come out every once in a while. We don't have to see you all the time. And sis, you said that you were going to therapy and you were doing this and you were doing that. And it really seems like you are doing the most. Okay. And they're tired of you already. Yes, Todd has spoken on command per the article uh, per the article uh, in Vibe of March the 27th of 2023. So she went on her rant March 19th on What Happens Live. Then she went to Instagram on March the 20th, right? And then she ends back up in the blogs, like I said, on the 20th. So Tamar Braxton confirms beef with Kandi Burruss, their surprising feud. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, now E Online says this. Pretty much what I told you guys earlier about the encounter. So, what do you guys how do you feel about Tamar, coming out inviting what's her name, Krishan Rock, to the event and not really giving her an itinerary because you guys saw the video. I'm not going to continue to keep playing that video. You know what I'm saying? Because it's starting to get old, and I'm not going to encourage Miss Krishan to get on anyone else's stage, for a matter of fact, and pull that quick one that she pulled at Tamar's situation when you going out here and you're placing your hands on people, and then now you have allegedly, and these are only my feelings, uh, what's his name, James Wright, in the hospital and really going through the motions. Okay. Now, there was an article that really grabbed my attention in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. So in Baltimore, Maryland, there is a tragic, tragic, tragic story. And I feel like it's very important for us to be selfless and to think about others. And I do want to share this story in this article with you all because I feel like it's very, very important for us to understand that life is definitely too short. Okay, so since we are talking about Be More Girls, we have a 34-year-old Maryland mother of five with cancer prepares for the end. The family has a GoFundMe page set up to help with funeral expenses. Courtney Smith is also working on a children's book to leave behind for her son. And this article was written on November the 11th of 2023. Montgomery Lane Village, MD. A Maryland mother of five with terminal cancer is preparing her family for her departure and raising awareness. She wants her story to be an example to other women who may fear going to the doctor. Courtney Smith was diagnosed with stage 3 invasive lobular carcinoma in 2021. I'm asking them questions like, could it be this stuff I've read about online? And they said, no, it's cancer, Courtney said. In April, she was diagnosed with stage 4. Just 3 weeks ago, doctors told her the cancer was in her brain, giving her only a few months to live. Few months left to live. She's focusing on making memories with her family and planning for what's to come. Andre Smith, Courtney's husband, said, our 2-year-old son, he always keeps us smiling. So it's really the kids that keep us up like this. Courtney first noticed a dimple in her breast. When her baby was born, she was unable to produce milk. She was That's when she finally saw a doctor. She believes her fear was to blame. Evidently, I was chosen for something, Courtney said. I feel like now I can save someone's life. Here I am, 34, and I'm dying because I was afraid to go to the doctor. She's done 3 rounds of chemo, radiation, and just spent 3 weeks in hospice. Doctors are now keeping her comfortable with pain medication. Courtney will leave behind her husband and 5 children. I would want them to know that I love them and I love them so much, Courtney said. I would go to any drastic measures to make sure they're okay, even behind the grave. Courtney has a GoFundMe set up to help with funeral expenses. She's also working on a children's book to leave behind to her son. And I'm going to click on this GoFundMe page and I'll go ahead and I'll share the GoFundMe page and you all can, see the beautiful young woman and her family. And we just send up prayers to her and her family. And I would just like to offer the opportunity if anybody would like to be added to the prayers list. We would definitely love to add you to the prayers list and keep you motivated. So her fundraiser, the GoFundMe is right here. I'll go ahead and I'll place the link in the chat. So if you all know somebody or just want to simply share the story, even if it's $1, $5, I think that the family would be grateful for, any support at this given time. And so 498 people just donated. So their goal, oh wow, so raise goal of $50,000 goal, 43,000. Okay, you can donate anonymously. Somebody donated $5. Somebody donated $1,000. Somebody donated $20. And like I said, somebody donated 6, 5, 4, 3, 250, 250, 250, 250. Um, and don't let that discourage you because every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. And like I said, you just never know when it's going to be your last, Okay, so they have one, two, three, four, five children. So it looks like four girl. Oh, I want to say four girls and one boy. I'm not sure if that's a little boy, um, but they're their children. Yes. Okay. So how can I share this? Okay, I can put this on my Facebook. Okay, so I'll put that on my Facebook, and that way people can share and help a brother or sister out. Okay, so that just takes us right on into our next message, which is our daily devotional for today. I want everybody to be definitely. I want you to be grateful if there's anything that you're going through. I just want to let you know that everything is going to be okay. If you can just get through the day, you've made it to the finish line, right? If you just can get through the day, and when tomorrow gets here, we'll focus on tomorrow. Reflecting God's love. Are you struggling to show God's heart to others? November 13th of 2023. John 13:34 through 35. Sometimes when the night skies are clear, a full moon illuminates the landscape, making everything clearly visible. However bright the scene may be, the moon doesn't emit light but simply reflects it. This example from nature illustrates a valuable spiritual lesson. We can be empowered to do what may not seem possible in our own strength. Loving others can fall into this category. Some personalities make doing so a thorny challenge. But in today's passage, Jesus said to his followers, I am giving you a new commandment that you love one another just as I have loved you, that you also love one another. The disciples may have thought that was impossible, and yet the commandment itself contains the answer to how we can. In fact, obey it. Before we can love as Jesus does, we must first receive his love for us. Only then are we able to mirror it to those around us and point them to the one who cares more deeply and abundantly than they could ever imagine. The Lord empowers us to be imitators of God. As beloved children, only then are we able to walk in love. Just as Christ also loved us, Ephesians 5 1 through 2. And when we do, we carry out something grand and glorious and are blessed as a result. I hope, well, I don't hope anything. I know you will get that message. I know it will resonate. And I know that God has definitely been working on you. Okay. Shout out to Wanny11, my brother. How are you? Queen Mods in chat with the butterflies. And we love to see our brothers and sisters come on around. Okay. Now we have come to the conclusion. We have come to the conclusion of our broadcast. I want to thank you guys so much for your royal support and coming by today. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. And this wraps our show. And we will see you next time. So long.
Something. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. So what's a good